Good morning, YouTube. So I came out here to take a swim, and I guess the pool developed a leak overnight. What the hell? Well, there's the culprit. My old patch failed. And you can see how huge that rip is. So I don't know if we'll be able to fix this thing again or not. Just needed it to last one more season until I got the new one. Well, this is just hilarious. Yeah, I actually noticed the pool was leaking the other night. Well, night before. And that's why I disconnected the pump for him. I took care of that problem. But repairing a pool, that's not really my kind of thing. So that's just the kind of thing that Abe can do. But yeah, so this is something he can deal with. Then I've got some new projects for him next week. I'll keep checking in on him from time to time to see how he's progressing on this project, though. Auf Wiedersehen. Alright, so I've decided to go ahead and repair it. And I've done a marine type adhesive patch on it since it had all the ridges there, so we'll see if it holds. Also, on a side note, I needed a whole bunch of sand to fill back in because it washed it all out from the bottom. So here's what the repair patch looks like. The repair came out pretty good, as the marine adhesive I used was able to fill in all those ridges, since it's, of course, the rip has to be on a seam, which makes the repair difficult. And I had one large square patch left, so I kind of rotated it to make it long enough to overlap the rip that was on the vinyl, which is a very long rip. It's probably about 70% the length of that patch on the long side. So anyway, this needs 24 hours to cure, so we will check it out tomorrow and see if it works or not. Alright, well, this is the next day. It actually rained the night before. Well, not this much, but since it already had a few inches of water at the bottom, I decided good enough for the cure time and went ahead and put the hose in, started filling it back up. The repair itself looks pretty good. Looks like there's no issues with it, so that marine RTV had enough chance to cure. And it looks like we're going to be in business, because there's no leaks going on right now. It's not that we can see, but I think it's going to be solid. So went ahead and cleared all the stuff out, put the vacuum back in, and that's going to take care of the bottom, and then we can put the salt back in the system, rebalance it, and should be good to go. But that's the last repair on this pool. Next year we're going to be switching this thing out. I just didn't want that hassle right now. So it looks like he's got it filling already, yeah? Ah, good, good, good. Little bit dirty. Got the vacuum cleaner set up, good. Ah, now this is a much better repair than the last one was. Yeah, this looks good. Should hold up nice until I get him to put up a bigger pool next year. Alright, everything's looking good. Repair seems to be holding, and we are approaching the operational level. That's funny, these are the same beetles that were at the bottom of the pool when I was working on the repair, so some of them, I guess, managed to float up on some of the toys and made it all the way to the skimmer. Alright, well, it's raining now. I figure it's another 2 hours and this thing will be good to go. I've got the vacuum in there, so first thing we're going to do is get the filter running by itself, and the vacuum will get all the bottom debris out, and then we're going to add 80 pounds of salt, just like we're starting it up, and then we'll get everything going. So, alright, it's raining pretty hard. Found an interesting use for the bungee cord for the umbrella. In addition to stabilizing the umbrella, it actually makes a good way to keep the umbrella out of the pool without having to adjust the arm on it. So that looks like that's going to be the way to go with that. And I'm going to wind up redoing this to get this thing more level. And the other thing we need to do is put a bolt in here, maybe drill through there, put a cross bolt in, and then that'll keep it straight. So the umbrella portion is pretty good, but the entire base and the rest of it is crap, but whatever. Off to Walmart we go. Alright, so we're on our way to Walmart to pick up the salt for the pool. Raining just a little bit. So what we're going to need is two 40-pound bags because we're restarting the pool. And for some reason I can't find my salt meter. I have a really nice digital TDS meter and I have no idea where it is. So we're going to have to pick up some salt and paper strips and just get the setup right. But I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be the two full bags going in just like last time. Something else we can look at while we're there is fish tanks, because I'm going to be doing one of those above water aquariums that seems to float on top of the pond surface. I noticed on YouTube that they're becoming quite popular, and I just discovered them a few weeks ago, and I thought that's kind of intriguing. That might also be an interesting way to keep the goldfish from being eaten. Maybe I can get them trained to stay above the rest of the pond surface. I don't know, it'd be interesting to try out, but just want to get some pricing and ideas together. Obviously this hole in the pool kind of set things back, but today's a great day to get things done. There's not much else you can do, so it's a good shopping day. They better have it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get so freaking soaked on this one. Here we go. Ah, pay dirt. Alright, let's see what we've got. Well, they have literally everything except for what I need. You must be kidding me. You know, I'll bet they have the crap outside. That would be just like Walmart. And what you hear in the background is pouring rain. Let's go see if it's out where I think it is. Yeah, so here's the salt. As you can see, I'm soaking wet because the idiots did have it stacked outside just like I knew they would. Yeah, we got soaked. Alright, so we're home and got the 2 bags of salt here. I've already bled the valve on this, so looks like we're back to operational level. And that is just about perfect. Gonna keep the water running just for a few minutes longer, but we can turn this on. Aha! And the pool comes to life once more. Alright, the good news is the water is still here, so the repair is good. The robot has done its job. Now it's time to add 80 pounds of salt.
Yeah, and if you had any brains whatsoever, you would have removed it first from the bag. Stupid ape.
Yeah, because like pool salt doesn't float, eh?
Alright, well, just to be completely realistic here, if you remember, when we purchased the salt the other day, it was stored outside in the pouring rain, so that salt was pretty much screwed. So it's kind of in blocks, not in the powdered form, which is why, you know, who cares. So here's the correct method, of course, for putting it in, but it's going to come out all chunky style, so this will take some time to dissolve.
Chunky style! Damn it. And it's a save. This one's even worse. Yeah, normally this is supposed to come out like a nice powder and you shake it around, and yeah, I get that. We'll see how this is going to work. Alright, so I've gone ahead and removed the filter portion of the vacuum. This thing is just going to be mixing up the water as it drives around, and it's going to help get this stuff dissolved a little bit quicker. So, dive, dive, dive! And as you can see, the salt is in these ridiculous blocks, which is the way it was. Both the bags were basically, it's kind of like concrete when you buy concrete that's been ruined by being outside in the moisture anyway. But this is salt, so I'm sure this is going to dissolve. At least I hope so. Yeah, so I'm not even going to dignify it. Yeah, I'm not even going to look at this. No, I'm going to stay in my virtual reality. Mein Gott, what an ape. Alright, so realistically, I'm going to have to get in this thing and at least slosh this around a little bit, though, to kind of get it going. Although it does kind of look cool on the bottom the way it is, but it's probably going to bleach the hell out of it if I don't do that. Alright, so I went into the water, and in about 10 minutes I was able to bang apart the solid pieces of salt, so you may see one or two left in there, just little particles, but those will dissolve on their own. And now the vacuum without the collector on it is just running around and spraying its jets everywhere. And actually, this is one of the best ways to mix any kind of chemical or anything into your pool. Just use the vacuum and just have it run around. Well, it's the next morning and everything checks out. The pool is perfect, the weather is perfect, the salt levels are perfect, and the pool is back in operation. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.
And it looks like I'll be enjoying the pool first, yeah. That's my rubber swan. It's like my rubber ducky. Hey, I think this has a leak too. When you're going to fix this with some...
And don't forget to tune in next time in an upcoming episode where we feature my alter ego mad scientist as he discovers the joys of the bug assault.